Dear all, in this session, I would like to give some guidelines how to pass the subject high voltage engineering. Suppose you could not prepare because of many unforeseen reasons, you could not prepare properly. So right now, maybe tomorrow is the examination. How to prepare? Okay, how to crack? First of all, you have to clear the exam, right? So please follow the following guidelines. 5 modules, I segmented into 5 important questions. Kindly go through the particular question, practice, then definitely I'm damn sure that you can clear the examination. Let's get started. In the module 1, you are studying about breakdown phenomenon of gaseous dielectric material, liquid dielectric material, and solid dielectric material. From this, I condensed 5 important topics which is highly unavoidable. Number 1, you have to study the derivation of Townsend's current growth equation. One equation I would like to write on the screen so you can observe. I is equal to, so make a note of this, I is equal to I naught into e to the power alpha d. So I'm 100% sure that you may get this kind of derivation. Otherwise, they may ask, write down the limitations of Townsend's theory. Or you may ask with the question like, derive an expression for Townsend's current growth equation for considering secondary ionization. There is one more derivation which is available in the video which I already did. I already uploaded very long back. Kindly go through that. Even you can check the description box as well. Another important question related to gaseous dielectric breakdown, Paschen's law. Write a brief note on Paschen's law. Whenever you are explaining the Paschen's law, so please don't forget to write the equation. V is equal to breakdown voltage is equal to function of pressure and the distance. Okay, this is very, very important. And try to draw the curve also, Paschen's curve. It is better to practice the Paschen's curve. Okay. Another important question, streamer theory. You have to explain the streamer theory with the following sequence. I have explained the sequence. Kindly go through my previous videos. Another important question related to solid dielectric breakdown, that is electromechanical and thermal breakdown. Both are separate breakdowns. So you have to go through the individual breakdown mechanism. Okay. If you could not remember the mathematical expression, forget. Only theory part you can learn. The process which I already explained in my previous videos, kindly go through that, which is already available in the description box and I button. So another question related to liquid dielectric breakdown, that is cavitations and bubbles theory. Okay, so you can study those 5 important questions. In addition to that, they may ask you that why high voltage power transmissions are needed. Okay, if you go for high power transmission, losses can be minimized. Fine. That particular point you have to explain. Then applications of high voltage laboratory. What is the need for high voltage laboratory? Mainly for testing, mainly for demonstrating, or mainly for checking the quality of the material. You can go for the real-time testing. You can write in general. Okay, these are the valuable questions you can expect from the module 1. Kindly make a note of this. Students, moving on to module 2, you will be learning about what are the different methods of production of high voltage AC, high voltage DC, and impulse voltage. Now, one of the important topic from high voltage AC. How to generate high voltage AC by using cascaded transformers. So that you may expect it. You may get the question like a brief description on cascaded transformer. You have to explain the circuit diagram. Okay, circuit diagram is compulsory plus explanation. Okay, these are the things you are expected to do. Another important topic is resonant transformer. There is one important problem which I already given in the video. I made a separate video on that. Kindly observe that particular video very clearly. I'm sure that same kind of questions can be expected. That is problems on resonant transformers. Another important question is Tesla coil. How to produce high voltage AC with a high frequency using Tesla coil. Circuit is compulsory. Please draw the circuit diagram. Plus you need to write the equations. Okay, write the equation plus brief explanation. Okay, brief explanation. If you study the equation, definitely you can get the expected numerical example from Tesla coil. Numerical example, the chances, the anticipation is less, but anyway, you can expect the theory part. Another important question is Cockcroft-Walton type DC set. This is one of the method to produce HVDC. You have to study the circuit diagram very clearly. Sometimes you may get one numerical example. If you study that equation, definitely you will get you can solve the numerical example. I have already prepared the video and uploaded very long back. Kindly check my previous video. Another important thing is explain how to produce impulse voltage by using multi-stage impulse generator. All right. Apart from that, you may get questions like numerical example. All right. So these are the important questions from module 2. So let us move on to module 3. Students, in module 3, you are studying about HV measurement. How do you perform high voltage measurement? So you'll be learning about the following instruments like electrostatic voltmeter. So construction details, okay, working, all the things you have to explain. Fine. Here, the voltage and force. There is one relation between voltage and force. Okay, that you are supposed to explain. Whatever the attractive force or repulsive force, that is directly proportional to voltage square. Another important thing is generating voltmeter. You will be getting one derivation. Okay, how to measure the RMS value of current derivation. Also, you will be getting numerical example. Then regarding the voltage divider, resistive voltage divider or resistive potential divider, then capacitive potential divider, mixed RC type potential divider. Mostly you will be getting the theory type questions. Another important questions, that is spear gap measurement. Same thing you are doing in the laboratory. So you have to explain about what are the factors which are affecting the spear gap arrangement. Factors, different factors they may ask, humidity, temperature. There is one equation also. Those things you can mention very clearly. Definitely that will be helpful for solving the numerical example as well. If you study that equation, same equation you are doing in high voltage laboratory lab. Another important question is Rogowski coil. Okay, to produce the impulse voltage. What is the arrangement? You have to explain the arrangement. Rogowski coil, you have to explain the induction phenomenon. So, okay, those things you have to explain clearly. So that is more than sufficient from module 3 to clear at least. I'm not telling about you to get 100 out of 100, but I am suggesting you, these are the unavoidable topics. Definitely you can crack the examination without any doubt. Let me move on to module number 4. In this module, first you have to the title is over voltage phenomenon. You have to study about different process which are related to lightning formation. Different type of lightnings are available. So what are the different forms that you have to study with the help of diagrams? Then principle of insulation coordination. Okay, what do you mean by insulation coordination? That is very, very important. Insulation coordination. So another thing is types of lightning arrestor. Okay, what are the different type of lightning arrestor? That is very essential. Similarly, what are the causes of over voltage? Explain different type of causes of over voltage. Another one is problem on surge impedance loading. Very, very important. Problems on surge. You can see in the model question paper, problems on surge impedance loading. Fine. So you need to understand the general formula of characteristics impedance. These are the valuable questions you can expect from module 4. Fine. I would like to move further. So module 5, that is dealing with the high voltage testing. Okay. In that, you need to focus on the Shearing's bridge. How do we measure dielectric loss and loss angle by using dielectric loss plus loss angle? Fine. Loss angle using Shearing's bridge. There is one formula for loss angle, tan delta. Okay, that also you have to study. That bridge balancing principle, then that derivation also, if you want, you can go through that. It's very important. Another one is partial discharge. You have to explain how the partial discharge is happening in case of the dielectric material. Most of the cable, like the solid dielectric material, these kind of partial discharge is happening. Similarly, testing procedure. You have to study the testing procedure of circuit breaker. There are different methods are available. Synthetic test, especially you have to study about synthetic testing. Synthetic testing of the circuit breaker. Another one is testing of cables, scanning procedure, all the things you have to explain in brief. Fine. You can go through once at least. Definitely that is more than sufficient. Similarly, testing of surge arrestor. Different testings are available like impulse testing. You can prepare the checklist before proceeding the answer. Try to write the checklist and you can explain by your own words. But that keyword is mandatory, especially these kind of theoretical questions. Another one is radio interference measurement. So how to measure the EMI? What is the EMI issue? Okay, radio interference problem. How to measure presence of radio interference? There are certain procedures available. Kindly go to the technical term. Write the technical term first. That is very important. So apart from that, one more question, that is transformer ratio arm bridge. Possible if you get enough sufficient time, kindly go through the transformer ratio arm bridge circuit diagram and that ratio. If you study the ratio, you'll understand how to get the unknown value of resistors and capacitors. Fine. And I wanted to add a few more tips regarding the clearing for this particular examination. It is not so difficult subject. So first of all, you have to, as soon as you receive the question paper, plan your answers. Which answer you know best? So some questions, maybe last question you are knowing well means you can write first. Another one is draw the circuit diagram because lot of circuit diagrams are there. Apart from that, you can see the waveforms. Try to add those circuit diagrams and waveform in addition to writing more and more theories. Add maximum equations. That is also important, especially you can list out different type of equations. That also you can point out. Then underline the important points. Kindly underline. So try to highlight the points which you have written already, and the examiner should observe. Those who are doing the valuation, they should understand that these are the points which the candidate has written very clearly. Write point by point wise. Okay, no need to elaborate like very 2 or 3 pages. That is not required. Since it's a technical subject, you have to mention point by point wise. That is very important. So these are the few tips I wanted to add. Okay. So I would like to, I wish you to all the very best for your examination. Try to do your best. So if you want to get a at least a 50%, these topics are 100% sufficient. Okay. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Good luck.